What up, G Life? It's your boy MC Shadow back at you with another video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free. That is how you help my channel get into the algorithm. Highly appreciate if you go ahead and do that. Don't forget to check out my second channel, Menace Society, M.O.D, where we talk about, everything and anything. Then that's where we go live right now. What I wanted to speak on was actually something that I was asked, but besides getting asked, it's something that I actually see a lot of channels, go into and make videos about and discuss, right? And it's strange because it's stuff that has nothing to do with them, right? Or why should it concern them, right? For them to be speaking on the matter, right? Which is about the Southern program, right? As many have seen, a lot of, rappers have been dissing each other and insulting each other and, a whole lot of dissing going back and forth, right? Not just like between North and South, but even between South and other Southerners, right? And people are talking about like, oh, the Southerners don't agree with Boldachi, or the Southerners real Southerners don't mess with Boldachi, or Boldachi speaking the truth about Southern, like how the Southern really is, and these individuals don't really know, and yada yada, a whole lot of Southern talk being thrown out there, right? When in all true reality, in the South, in the program, nobody gives a flying fuck. Out there in the streets, nobody gives a flying fuck about this internet fiasco going back and forth, right? When it comes to homies, like when they say who's representing the homies the right way, the homies don't have nobody representing them. There's nobody to speak in behalf of the homies online, right? Individuals on here could only speak in behalf of themselves and only represent themselves. They can't even speak in behalf of their neighborhoods. They can only speak in behalf of themselves, So all of this is just internet shit. This has nothing to do with the program. Individuals out there don't even know what's happening, or aren't aware, or don't even give a flying fuck about people's internet beefs. For people to be like, oh, the Southerners, or the Southerners this, the Southerners that, or the Sureños, and Sureños and this and that. Bro, out there, homies ain't giving a flying fuck about what's happening on the internet. Ain't even aware about what's happening on the internet for all these people to be throwing all this Southern talk. You know what I mean? Speaking on what they don't know. Assuming, speculating. For speculating stuff that has nothing to do with them. You know what I mean? I mean, if they're so infatuated with the Southern program, then they should just go get jumped into a Southern neighborhood. Then go become a Southerner. If not, then what are you doing, bro? The Southerners don't need nobody cheerleading for them, or for the North for that matter. And that stuff, Southern business has nothing to, or shouldn't be on the internet, right? Because that's something, a little bit more complex and tricky, right? Neighborhoods is different when you're talking about different from, talking about programs and shit like that, right? So, like I said, individuals can't even speak in behalf of their neighborhoods, let alone the South. They could only speak in behalf of themselves and represent themselves, And like I said, the program ain't giving a fuck about what these people are wolfing on the internet. No offense, but that's just the reality of things. That's real talk. So I don't know why people keep always throwing the Southern, title on there, or the Sureño title on there. Because in all true reality, bro, if you ask, if you go to neighborhoods and you ask homies, about this stuff, they're not going to even know what the fuck you're talking about. And if they do know, they're not going to care. Because it's irrelevant to what they have going on out there in the real world and what's really happening. To be let alone worrying about who people are signing to, or rapping to, or doing in their own spare time, or however they choose to succeed. Why should they care? It's irrelevant to what they have going on. Get what I mean? With so much shit out there that happens on a day-to-day, and like posting up and actually doing shit for your neighborhood, you think people are going to be worried about what rappers have going on? Just maybe because, out there individuals like these individuals, or infatuated, or are fans of these people's music and stuff like that, doesn't mean that everyone cares about that the same way you do. Or isn't that is infatuated with this, like out there in the streets, bro. You get what I'm saying? So all these people always, throw the title on there of Southerners, but bro, that shit, what people have going on between them has nothing to do with the homies or the South. For people to be like, oh, the South doesn't, agree with Baldacci. Who are you to speak in behalf of the South? You could only speak in behalf. Maybe you don't mess with that, or maybe you don't like the way he's conducting himself. But to say that the South doesn't fuck with that, but that's so reckless to say. You know what I mean? Like, for example, that's people in the comments and these other, podcasters that like to spin it that way. When Bozo, replied back to Baldacci, he said he doesn't mess with individuals who mess with that. So if you mess with that side, stay on that side, because it's blue team on his. He was speaking in behalf of himself. He didn't come on there and say real Southerners don't mess. You get what I'm saying? People get his words and like to twist them around and saying that, yeah, the Southerners. No, see, that's why Bozo didn't say Southerners. He said himself. See, you're getting it twisted. People could only speak in behalf of themselves. For people to be like, oh, Bozo said that the South doesn't. When did he say that? He never said that. Lying on people too now. I'm telling you, there's a lot of podcasters that are reckless, bro. And like I said, when then you ask some of these podcasters aren't even from no neighborhood. They don't even bang. Yeah, they want to, spin and twist the narrative. Or individuals that aren't even from our side. Aren't even Southerners. They want to speak on Southern business or how Southern is running stuff or what's happening with the South when they don't have no fucking clue. Spinning the narrative some way, giving false information. Boy, people could only speak in behalf of themselves and represent themselves. There's no face of the South on here. Get what I'm saying? So this has nothing to do with homies and they don't give a flying fuck. And that is the real shit. Yeah, I know it's not fun. I know it's like, oh man, you take the fun out of stuff and, why you always gotta be like that? Like, because I can only come and be honest. And I know like the truth isn't fun and stuff like that, but what do you want me to do? Come and lie to you? Yeah, I could make up all this and that, right? Throw a lot of hot sauce on it. But bro, you want to hear the truth or you want to hear lies? You know what I mean? I don't know about you, but, I ain't down with lies. I'd rather hear the truth. But I'm just saying, Shadow, we out.